Obesity is a disease that can affect anybody, and that is something that USC Hall of Famer Anthony Davis knows all too well. This morning, Anthony Davis is here in the studio, and we're going to talk with him and a doctor about the dangers of obesity and what motivated him to get some help.
Yeah, he's waging a big campaign. Find out about it. Plus... Welcome back. Obesity is an epidemic that affects millions of Americans, even people who are fit and healthy, like athletes. And the danger of being overweight can be deadly. Former college and professional football superstar Anthony Davis is here this morning with Scripps Memorial Hospital surgeon Dr. Alan Wittgrove to talk about some of the ways to lose weight, and in particular gastric bypass surgery. Welcome. Thank you both for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Anthony, you look fantastic.
Well, thank you. If it wasn't for this man right here, I wouldn't be sitting here like this. I might be healthy, I might be bigger, or I might be gravely ill right now.
You lost 120 pounds?
Well, something like that.
In the last year or so?
Yes.
Wow. You had gastric bypass surgery to do it.
Yes.
And your health was in danger. Let's talk about, tell us what kind of shape you were in.
Well, first of all, I suffered from gout, sleep apnea, and then the day before my surgery, Dr. Wittgrove announced, Anthony, I want to let you know you've become official diabetic. And that sort of threw me back because I knew that I made the right decision to have the gastric bypass procedure.
When people think of Anthony Davis, they think of this amazing athlete, USC superstar, Hall of Famer, the Rams. You played for the pros. What happened?
You know, something is like I tell people, you're like putting a car in the garage and just shutting it down for a while. And you know, if you don't blow a car out, your seals start going bad and everything. And that's what happened to me. And then in the early 90s, I noticed I started putting on weight. And being naive about it, I said, well, you know, just change of life. My metabolism slowing up a little bit, and I can start working out again and it'll be okay. But when I realized I had a serious problem is when I had a problem breathing at night, and then it got diagnosed 5 years ago that I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. And that's when I started realizing I had a problem. And then one day coming from work, I fell asleep at the wheel. And I got to say, you know, I have to do something about it. Then during the UCLA-SC game 2 years ago, I met Alan Wittgrove, and a guy by the name of Mickey Spirit walked up and said, you know, someone introduced you to the man that saved Carney Wilson's life.
Right.
And I stood up jokingly and said, maybe he can save mine. And then that's when the procedure started.
And what a difference a year has made. Dr. Wittgrove, tell us about the procedure that Anthony underwent, and who else would be eligible to do something so drastic?
Yeah, gastric bypass surgery is an operation that reduces the size of the stomach and then reroutes the intestines so that people feel comfortable and satisfied with eating a small amount of food. So it allows them to do things that diets really don't allow. What happens really is when people are so genetically encoded to become morbidly obese, they lose a feedback mechanism for being satisfied with food.
So this is a device that is in the stomach forever.
Yeah, it's an operation that reroutes the intestines so that it's there permanent.
And it's extreme. This is not for everyone. What are the qualifications to undergo something so drastic?
Yeah, the operation is really designed for people who suffer with morbid obesity, about 100 pounds over ideal body weight, have other medical problems related to that, like diabetes, hypertension, sleep apnea. All of those are certainly related to size.
And here you are, somebody cutting it up on the football field all those years, and you really became a prisoner within your own body.
Absolutely. A couple of my wake-up calls was the passing of Reggie White and the passing of Kirby Puckett, who both suffer from sleep apnea. And in between us, you know, I better get something done. And these gentlemen were 10 years younger than I was, and I'm just blessed genetically, I guess, that my organs stayed apart till I met Mr. Wittgrove here, or I wouldn't be sitting here. And like I've told people before, it's not for everyone, but I felt it was the best thing for me, especially suffering from sleep apnea. I believe that me trying to get the weight off traditionally, I could have had a problem, you know, genetically, with my health, or possibly having a heart attack. So that's why I was blessed to meet Mr. Wittgrove.
And we're looking at pictures from your glory days in football. What are you up to these days?
Well, you know, I do a lot of public speaking, and been associated with Nike for 30 years, and I'm in the real estate development business now.
Yeah, living in Southern California still.
Southern California,
Yeah.
Orange County.
Or right by the USC stomping grounds, not too far away.
Well, that's a big FC ground there, too. So, you know, from Orange County to Los Angeles, that's all USC country.
Well, it's wonderful to see you, and I'm glad that you're in good health and doing well. You look fantastic.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks so much. And Dr. Wittgrove, thank you. For more information about gastric bypass, you can go to the KUSI website. Well, it was only available in Europe until now. One of the best-known skincare brands.